Alright, so what you're looking at right now are what I believe to be the two best Android smartphones out right now, the Galaxy Note 8 and the Pixel 2 XL. They both have strengths, they both have weaknesses, and hefty price tags. Which one should you pick up? Is one actually better than the other? Let's find out as we take a look at the best from Google and the best from Samsung. So as you know, there's been a lot of controversy surrounding the Pixel 2 XL. That controversy mainly centered around its display. But lately, that noise has sort of settled down as Google released their November update for this phone, which deals with burn-in prevention and 2 additional color modes for those that prefer more saturated colors. And it looks like newer, fresher 2XLs from the factory have slightly less crummy displays compared to the first batch. But as I stated in my review of this phone, I was not letting the display prevent me from using the phone and fully immersing myself into everything it has to offer. And what it does have to offer is an unmatched user experience. Pure Android Oreo shines on this device with superior fluidity, optimization, and simplicity. Along with that comes battery life I found to be more than satisfactory. It's the best that I've had on any phone in a while, and everything just works and it looks good doing it, while the solid build, large screen, and front-firing speakers tie everything together very nicely. Oh yeah, and top that off with what I consider to be the best set of cameras on any smartphone this year. So while the Pixel keeps things seamless, clean, and simple, the Note 8 comes crashing in wielding as many features as it possibly can. Not only does it have the best, brightest display on any Android smartphone right now, it's got a huge bag of software tricks loaded with gestures, shortcuts, tweaks, customization, performance and battery saving modes, device maintenance and optimization, and more. The Note continues to throw punches with things like expandable storage, wireless charging, the S Pen and all of the things that it can do, and you can't forget that headphone jack. And I guess it would be kinda sad to leave out Samsung's Bixby Assistant like I've done in previous videos and no one seemed to notice, but you can't ignore the fact that Samsung really wants users to use this, seeing as how there's an entire button dedicated to it. While it is trying its best to go up against Google Assistant and other virtual assistants out there, it was also made for in-device type functions as well. I just don't use it, and I don't know anyone who does. Now speaking of Google Assistant, there's a new way to activate it on the Pixel. Give the phone a squeeze and the assistant will be ready for whatever you need. Some find this to be a silly gimmick, but others, including myself, actually find this useful. I use it more often than not to quickly ask a question, adjust the thermostat, and turn my lights on and off. Google is really pushing artificial intelligence, and it shows with things like Google Lens, the now playing feature for music recognition, and it even plays a big part in the camera's portrait mode. So yeah, the Note 8 has more features, but the Pixel has some tricks up its sleeve too. Now quickly touching on the hardware, because after all that is a big part of these big phones. The Note 8 sports the taller, thicker, heavier, and more narrow build. The Pixel has a coated aluminum body with a glass segment on the back. The Note has that polished aluminum frame sandwiched in between glass. But I will tell you, both of these phones are very easy to scratch, it's unbelievable. So I went with pure red on my Note 8, which is my favorite color, and mahogany on the Pixel, some of my favorite skins from Dbrand. You can check them out in the description below. Both phones feel great in the hand, but there's no denying the difficulty with reachability on the Note thanks to its slightly taller display, and I do know some people finding the height of the phone a bit of a turnoff. In day-to-day use, however, both of these phones are sure to handle each and every one of your needs. Gaming, social media, TV shows and movies, productivity, multitasking, they're built to handle everything and they handle all of that very well. In terms of speed, I will give the upper hand to the Pixel. Along with speed, it's also consistently smooth and fluid. Can't say the same about the Note. It is a quick phone, no doubt, but I'd be lying to you if I said it's been completely lag-free. I'd also be lying if I said that it's been a total lag fest. Nothing more than the occasional hiccup or stutter. In my experience, they are both fast phones. Now I know I said before that the Pixel 2 has what I feel to be the best cameras on any smartphone out right now, but that's not to say the Note can't hold its own in this category. The Note 8 is arguably top 3 in terms of all smartphone cameras. It's fast, the pictures you can get out of it are great, and that live focus mode is a neat thing to mess around with, and I gotta say it works pretty well. In terms of video, both of these phones are capable of 4K 30 frames per second. The cameras on both phones are optically stabilized, but the Pixels also utilize EIS for even more stable footage. Look guys, I could go on a long time about these two phones. They both have a lot to offer, and they both offer what the other phone doesn't. So if you're having trouble deciding which one, just take a look at what they bring to the table and get the one that matches you and your use cases the best. Also keep in mind some of the downsides each phone has, like the Note 8's odd fingerprint reader location, the fact that it's still running an older version of Android, or how about the Pixel's lack of a headphone jack and it's not quite up to par display. Some may prefer stock Android, others find it boring. Some have no need for the S Pen while others will use it every day. Some love wireless charging and others find it pointless and impractical. Some like the option to use wired headphones while few have moved on. It all boils down to your style. The Pixel is the more simplistic, perhaps the more practical and intelligent AI-based smartphone, while the Note is the more flashy, look what I can do smartphone. Guys, even I have a hard time choosing a phone here, but if I absolutely have to choose one to be home to my SIM card to close out the year, it would be the Pixel 2 XL. As much as I adore the Note 8, and as much as I consider it to be the best bang for your buck now thanks to that price drop, I can't pull myself away from those cameras, that battery life, and that user experience. Either way though, whichever phone you decide to go for, as long as you like it, it'll be a great choice. So go ahead and let us know what your pick is down below in the comments. As always, we love to hear your feedback. But anyway, that does it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to hit that like button, subscribe to the Android Police channel if you haven't already. That does it for me. I'll talk to you guys later, and thank you so much for watching.